Senator Buhari, you are talking about production of graduates and they are not employed. Yes. What brings about this is the systematic problem in our educational system. We have systematic problems in our educational problem. The society itself is made up of systems. You have educational system, the family system, the educational system, the political system, the religious system, the social system. All these will be working because they have their own functions, but they will be working towards the same goal. But once they are working across purposes, definitely we cannot move anywhere. Our graduates, in order to solve this particular problem, I think we have to borrow leave from Jabu, Joseph Ayo Babalola University, Arakeji in Osun State. There you are entered as another graduate. You have to register for your courses and you have to register for courses that will teach you skills. And you have to take courses and pass them, not as general studies. If you fail them, you won't go. So that after leaving the university, you will not go and look for white-collar jobs. The white-collar jobs are no more there. They are no more there. So I think we can borrow leave from Joseph Ayo Babalola University. Then on courtism. Courtism in our universities is the spillover from the society. The universities are within the society. Anything that happens to the society will be reflected in the university. Many of our parents belong to different societies. So therefore, if this happens, you can be sure that it will replicate itself in the university system. But to curb it, we need the cooperation of the school university authority and the parents. Because at home, where the parents teach values that are at variance with the values that are taught in the school, the child will be disorganized. And this is what, and let me tell you that the court members, you can hardly get the sons and daughters of poor parents. No. Only the children of comfortably placed Nigerians are members. So to stop that courtism in Nigeria, we need the cooperation of the parents and the administration. Then for Senator Sam Wabua, I'm sorry, maybe you have to give me a handout so that I'll be able to pronounce the... Education, supervisors in our schools. You are very correct that there are no thorough supervision in our schools. And this is one of the challenges that is facing our educational system today. This is why our educational system is weak. No thorough supervision. The teachers are not remunerated, so they go to school to play. So if they have 5 lessons in a day, maybe they manage to teach 2 or 3. So if thorough supervision is put in place, definitely our educational system will improve. I'm not saying it will not, but it will improve in one way or the other. One important fact is we are talking about the falling standard of education. We have to be very careful when we are trying to compare two things that are not comparable. Because in the 1950s or 60s, what was the curricula? Teachers are taught, pupils are taught how to become catechists, interpreters, teachers, and clerks. Very narrow. But today, because the society is dynamic. It keeps on changing. So the curricula has changed, and there are so many distractions, and this has actually affected our educational system. For teacher training, yes, those of us who had the benefit of attending teachers training college, we realized that the training we got are quite different from what is operating today. Teachers are no more committed. And how can you blame them? Teachers are not paid for 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, and you expect them to go to the school to give in their best. It got to a stage where some organizations keep on donating to teachers in one of these states. So I believe the teachers will have to train them and retrain them on the job. And most importantly, teachers are to be paid regularly. Yet, another question is on, we teach civics, history. In those days, we were taught civics, history, and so many subjects in the classroom. But today, civics it's only recently that they have reintroduced civics. But history, those days we were taught the history of Mary Slessor, the Clapperton, the Lander brothers. But today, no, there is no history, no teaching of history. History should be brought back so that they will teach, not Clapperton this time, the history of our heroes and heroines. Then, lastly, girl education. Girl education. This has been one of the challenges in our educational system. And we need to educate the parents so that they will know the importance of education. How do we do this? We need to mount community radio using local languages to transmit to the parents the importance of education. Not that alone. The school should be made, the school environment should be made friendly. That is, there should be no school fees. Then they should be fed in the afternoon. Because many of them, despite the fact that schools are located in their communities, they don't attend. And some who attend will not complete the program. So I'm saying that parents should be educated so that they will send their own wards to these schools, and that the schools must be prepared to feed them in the afternoon, give them midday meal. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Senator Samuel Anyanwu. I represent Imo East in Imo State. Mr. Nominee, I want to congratulate Mr. President for nominating you. At least you can represent the old generation in Nigeria. Now, my question is this. In the last administration, 4 institutions of colleges of education, namely Harvard College of Education, College of Education Zaria, College of Education Ondo, where you come from, and College of Education Kano, we are upgraded from College of Education to University of Education. And recently, we just heard that this present administration has downgraded back those institutions to their former status. Do you think that if you find yourself as a minister for education, will you advise that these institutions be upgraded back to status of University of Education to help in training of teachers in Nigeria? That's one. Because your nomination did not come with any portfolio, you might find yourself also in the Ministry of Information or Orientation. Let me ask you a question. Under the order of protocol, do you believe that the Senate President and Executive Governor of a state, who is higher, and do you think that it's proper to put the Senate President to have immunity in our Constitution? Thank you.
Senator Gobri, brief question on this.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, distinguished colleagues. My name is Senator Ibrahim Gobir from Sokoto East. Mr. Nominee, I would like to join my colleagues in congratulating you for that nomination as a nominee for the ministerial appointment. The question I would like to ask is bordering on functional education. In fact, for several years we have been talking about functional education, and the lack of implementation of this functional education is responsible for the young people we are turning out and still being unemployed. What do you think, if you are confirmed as Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, do you think you can instill functional education in this country?
I will start by answering the last question. There is no doubt about that I can take care of that will be functional education in this country. I have mentioned it that because of the systematic problems. For example, in our universities we have conventional universities producing graduates. The colleges of education, they are struggling to produce graduates. In our conventional universities, we have Ministry of Agriculture, whereas we have University of Agriculture. Why duplicating? Why not remove these faculties from and put them in one university, like we have Abeokuta? So this is the problem of working across purposes. Now for the functional education, I've mentioned it before, that there is no way that our educational system or the products can be functional unless we introduce entrepreneurial education, so that the graduates will go back to establish themselves. They will be They will be employing labor, not seeking for job. Now, for what I will do for the immunity of the President of the Senate and the governors. Well, that is a constitutional question. I'm not a lawyer. So I believe that will be left for the lawyers to treat.